So today we're going to be taking a look at Bo-Katan based upon her appearance from The Mandalorian for the Vintage Collection. And this is actually one of my favorite action figures from the Vintage Collection, at least TVC 2.0. It came out about almost a year ago at this point, about December of 2021. And it's a very innovative action figure. I'll go into detail on that in a little bit. And I think it's one that's going to hold up for many years to come. But anyways, we'll start with taking a look at the package first. Very nice image of Bo-Katan there from the series. So if you didn't know, she originally appeared in the Clone Wars series at first, and unfortunately we did not get a Clone Wars animated style action figure of her. I wish we did. Unfortunately, we probably will not at this point. This is VC 226. And at this point, I got some of these action figures reviewed. I got the Hoth Rebel Trooper reviewed on the channel. I'll get the IG-11 and Lobot, Bib Fortuna, Lando, and the Mithril eventually as well. All great action figures. So that's the package. So like I said, I think this is one of my favorite action figures for TVC in quite a long time. This is one of the best looking action figures. The articulation is superb on it. There is something kind of new with this. The hips are done a little bit differently compared to the other TVC action figures of the past. And I think this is one of the first action figures that features it. It's of course it has the hinge tips and the swivel thigh and all that, but the way it's done, the way it's engineered is a little bit different compared to what we've gotten in the past, and it's a little bit more fluid actually. I mean, look at that. You could easily get her in a crouching position if you wanted to, and she'll actually stay upright. In fact, I'll just show you right now. I mean, look at that. You can't get too many action figures that are like that, even if they are super articulated. So something very innovative about her there. The head sculpt is superb on this. This is one of the best I think that Hasbro has ever made. It looks exactly like the actress that plays as her. Face printing turned out really nice on this. It almost looks like a regular person. It's borderline like a Hot Toys action figure, which there is a Hot Toys Bo-Katan coming out really soon. I do have that on pre-order as well. I plan to do a review on that. Lots of good detailing in her armor there. So in terms of the articulation, she does have the ball joint at the neck there, and hinged shoulders, which go a little, about 90 degrees. Shoulder armor flexes to it as well. Hinged elbows, and it does go past 90 degrees there. And hinged wrists, which both go up and down, I believe. Yeah. Then technically a hinged torso, but can only get mostly a swivel motion out of it because the armor is a little restrictive there. Of course, the hinged hips, swivel thigh, hinged knees, and rocker ankles as well. So in terms of accessories, she comes with her 2 blasters that we typically see her with. Nothing really too unique about these. Mostly just silver paint detailing and a brown pistol grip. and they fit really well in her hand there. And she also has a holster for it as well, and it fits very snug in her holster, like so. And you can get it as well where she grips the pistol in her holster at the same time. And then on top of that, she also does have a removable helmet. Here's a second action figure of her I have. This is actually the one that came on the card I showed you, and that one's actually a Tungori action figure. There is a slight defect with it. The helmet from the Tungori one is missing the peg, so unfortunately she can just only hold the helmet, which is why I have this one. And she looks really good with the helmet on as well. The proportions are right. I'm glad that Hasbro these days is starting to do a second head and helmet as well. Removable helmets, a lot of times the proportions can look off. As far as I know, she does not have a movable rangefinder, which is kind of odd because the Koshka Reeves that uses a lot of the same tooling does have a movable rangefinder, but at least for the two samples I have, they do not. Or at least they're stuck in place to where I would potentially break it if I tried moving it. Very nice detail in her helmet there. And her jetpack is removable as well, and it fits very nicely. And she stands pretty good on her own. I do have an extra stand for this one. The peg on her foot can be kind of small. Not too bad on these samples, but something to keep an eye out on. But other than that, that's really all there is to say about this action figure. It's one of the greatest I think that's came out in a long time, and it's definitely one of the highlights of the TVC 2.0 to date. I would highly recommend this for your collection. She is a fairly easy action figure to get a hold of for the time being, very accessible. I think she still goes for retail at the time of this video, and I think she'll be around for quite a while, but she's definitely a high demand character and action figure, and I'm glad that we have her. So anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for many more reviews in the future. There's going to be more to come. And if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And thanks for watching.